Good morning and welcome to the TMS BookClub. My name is Sewela Langeni from Book Circle Capital. We're an independent bookshop that focuses on African literature. And today I am so excited to talk to Zibu Sithole. Welcome, Zibu.
Thank you for having me.
Today we're talking about your book, The Thing With Zola, published by Penn Macmillan. And I'm just so thrilled and excited to talk about it because you are a journalist of over 10 years of experience in print and TV and digital, and now you've written a book. And I was curious to say, how did this evolve? You know, of course you're a writer, but then writing a book is a different story.
It didn't actually evolve per se.
Yeah.
It's more quitting, admitting defeat.
Okay.
Because the world of journalism is deadline oriented, it's heavy, and after the pandemic, things got so crazy with so many journalists losing their jobs.
Yes.
So when I was finally retrenched, it was such a sigh of relief.
That's a wonderful perspective.
Yeah, and that is how I ended up in the world of fiction.
Yeah.
Because with TV, I was working on a soapy, so that was fiction, and I
Yes.
knew I liked it. So when I saw an opportunity to become a ghostwriter, writing romance, I grabbed it with both hands.
That's so good. And you talk about ghostwriting. For our audience who don't know what is ghostwriting, please explain a bit.
So ghostwriting is writing under someone else's name.
Yeah.
What I did and still do, that is my everyday, my bread and butter.
Yes.
It is, I write for clients, right? So clients would have a specific idea of a book they want because they've seen your work somewhere, they've heard about you through another client who publishes similar work.
Yeah.
And they approach you, you speak, and then you write their novel and get paid.
What was then the experience? Because this is your work that you've put your name to it. Ghostwriting is different because nobody knows who wrote it. How does that compare?
So with The Thing With Zola, I was very conscious of the fact that this is mine. This is my debut novel.
Yeah.
This is what I will be known for.
Yeah.
So I could write 100 novels,
Yeah.
and my debut novel would always be The Thing With Zola.
Yes.
So it was nerve-wracking in that way. I had to sit down with my thoughts for quite a while. I had to reread, make sure everything is expressed the way I want it, the way I want people to receive it.
Yeah.
And I'm still nervous because it's still relatively new.
Yes.
And I'm waiting to see if people find in it what I put into it.
So the book is based on Uzola, a character that we fall in love with. She is based in Germany for years, and then she has to come back to South Africa and adjust. She has to make a living, find a place to work. She falls in love. What do you want us to take from Uzola?
The main point I wanted people to get from the book is to recognize themselves, not only in Uzola, but the characters she interacts with, because there's a little bit of everyone in there. Some of us did not come home from Germany, but a lot of us did come home after the pandemic and the economic crisis that came from there. A lot of us are looking for jobs. A lot of us are in love with people who are not in love with us. The relationship between Zola and her little sister. Her little sister looks up to her so much, but it's as if Zola cannot see her sister at all. She's at most an irritation. But as the story continues, she grows to appreciate that irritation, to appreciate the love and the home, the family she already has before trying to figure out what comes next.
What's next, yeah. You talk about this concept of gentle love. And I read somewhere where you talk about your relationship with your parents who've set the bar quite high. Explain to us a little bit, what's this gentle love?
Gentle love is what I always thought love was until I stepped into that extreme sport, umjolo, right? Because I always saw my parents, they're both late now, but when I was 5, my mom had a debilitating stroke. We got a hospital bed and a sleeper couch, and every night my dad slept next to my mother. So I grew up with that idea, that is what love is, right? And then you step out, no, it's rough out here. And I feel like we've gotten so used to that roughness. It's in our books, it's in our stories, it's everywhere. And I wanted, for once, a black woman who looks like me, who speaks like me, to experience that soft, that gentle, I'll never give up on you kind of love. It's sad for Oguhle because she gets the opposite from the same man.
Yes.
But it was beautiful for Zola to experience that, so that me and other black women can look at that and say, look, it's possible.
Yeah.
It's realistic.
Yeah.
My standards are not too high. I can have this.
You know, without giving away any spoilers, the book, as you finish it, gives a lot of sequel vibes that, you know, we can expect more from Uzola or just you as a writer. What's next?
What is next is a sequel.
Awesome!
Zola and Mbali's love story continues.
Yeah.
We take a closer look at the people around them, the relationships that make Umbali, what makes him so arrogant? Why does he think he deserves the world?
Yeah.
Why is Uzola forever pushing? Why is she pushing so hard? What is she running away from?
Yeah.
And why is Oguhle just so desperate?
In the character building, how do you do this? Do you have like a mind map that where you keep adding? Do they keep talking to you as you're going about your day? I'm just curious.
They talk to me. I feel crazy 90% of the time. So the characters are not based on a single person or a single experience.
Yeah.
They're a puzzle, like most of us are.
Yeah.
A conversation I overheard in a taxi, somebody saying something in a restaurant, something a friend confided in me, and you don't confide in writers, don't do it. No.
You see, it comes out in a book.
It comes out. So Zola, Mbali, Oguhle, Tobile, Nomsebenzi, they're all a Frankenstein of the people I've met, interacted with, books I've read, stories I've heard, and they are, in that sense, real people. A little bit of
your life story also?
A little bit of me sprinkled across.
Beautiful.
But yes.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for talking to us about your latest book. We wish you all the best as you're writing for the sequel. We can't wait for it. Look out for it in 2024. But for now, please get this book, The Thing with Zola. It promises to be a riveting, beautiful read. As the holidays are coming up, it should be in that gift parcel. This has been the TMS Book Club. My name is Sewela Langeni. Thank you so much for watching.